You know, today is an extremely warm day, and I'm just thinking that very often we don't always know everything about the people with whom we're associated, our very, very close family members with whom we often reside in the same household. People have things about them that aren't always clear, and they may be able to hide it well, or they may be able to exhibit some traits that we see. And one of the things we have often talked about in the garden is self care. We've raised the idea of suicide awareness, mental health awareness. We've urged and encouraged you to have conversations. We've talked about domestic abuse. We've talked about child care. We've raised a number of issues. Today being August 23rd would have marked my dad's 91st birthday had he been alive today. And as was the custom when we initially started in this space, we would often read to you our original pieces. This piece that I'm about to read to you is of extreme significance, and I want it to resonate very, very deeply with anybody out there who may have gone through a similar situation or aren't quite sure as to what is going on with a loved one. I want to urge and press all of us that conversations important and self-care and self-introspection is crucial. Mental health awareness and suicide awareness is a topic that must be touched among us. Family interactions must be studied. All in all, just ways of improving how we get along. We are social beings. And sometimes we just never know what's going on. I never really knew him, and I really wish I'd known him better. I wish I'd known him better, my dad. That man with whom I'd interacted for the first 32 years of my life. That man who is no more because he took his own life. Oh, I never really knew him, his thoughts, his dreams, his desires, his preferences, and his goals. I wish known him better, but I never really knew him. I wish I'd known him better, my dad. Raymond, Ramon, Plaid, Joe, Dan, Daddy. That man who gave me my name, yet whose actions often made me feel like a nobody. Oh, I never really knew him. His reasons, his questions, his worries, his fears, and his issues. I wish I'd known him better. I never really knew him, but I wish I'd known him better. I wish I'd known him better. My dad, orderly, farmer, medic, chauffeur, groundsman, and guard. That man who was so efficient, but who failed to hold his daddy torch shining brightly for his children. Oh, I never really knew him, his purpose, his rationale, his intentions, his objectives, and his values. I wish I'd known him better. I never really knew him. I wish I'd known him better. My dad, loving, Equivalent, affectionate, calculating, mean, rough. That man who was feared by many, yet could not gain the respect of his loved ones. Oh, I never really knew him. His vision, his truth, his beliefs, his vows, and his tribe. I wish I'd known him better. Oh, I never really knew him. I wish I'd known him better. My dad, son, brother, uncle, father, and husband. That man who was so confusing to live with and who seemed unable to adequately maneuver his emotions. Oh, I never really knew him. His internal struggles, his demons, his situations, his efforts, and his burden. I wish I'd known him better. Let's have conversations within family groups and family settings. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's raise the awareness of self care, mental health awareness, suicide awareness, family ties. On this 23rd day of August, a mere 8 days away from entering the final third of 2025.